haven't, unfortunately. Siobhan Cherie TV says, "Hey there, I'm in ministry. I'm single, and I'm wondering if I'll ever be found. A lot of guys get turned off by it. Also, would it be better to date someone who's also in ministry too?" Great question, Siobhan. Well, first off, I will say this: to whom much is given, much is required. And if there's much required of you in ministry, then the one that you have is going to have much requirement too. And therefore, if two individuals are being custom made for that particular detailed level of ministry cohabitation, then there has to be a level of patience and understanding that that's what comes with the calling. Like for me, like there's just certain things that comes with the calling that seems unfair, that seems like molasses, that seems slow, but that's what comes with the territory. It took me 33 years before I met my wife, before I got married. So there's a lot of different things that I had to wait on, even things now, being in ministry for 14, 15 years, and being at a certain level, it took a lot of pills to swallow to realize that, Josh, you may not ever get 1 million subscribers, or you may not ever get 1 million plus followers, because you're called. And when I realized that I'm not just a preacher, but I will consider what people will call a revivalist. Like, I really do believe in a great awakening. I do believe in revival coming to the land. And when you are called to end time ministry, there's just certain things that comes with that. And so when I began to realize the fruit of my calling, the purpose of my calling, then I was okay with God selecting any and everything that should be connected to my life. And that came down to my wife as well. So to answer your question, is that yes, you're in ministry, that's great. Yes, you're single, and I'm wondering if you will be found. Don't become weary in well doing, for in due season you will reap if you faint not. The word of God, it almost speaks in formulas. Like it says that you will reap, but if you faint not. And so many people, they get mad at God for not reaping, but they fail to realize how they how they fainted, right? And so when you understand to whom much is given, much is required, then you will continue to begin to understand why God is taking however long, right? So don't entertain thoughts about whether if I'll ever be found, or if you've been single for a long while now, right? And a lot of guys, come on, man. A lot of guys are going to be turned off that, because the moment you say you're in ministry, you clearly articulate your standards. And most guys ain't going to wait around for someone who's not going to bring no pants waist down. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to let their pants fall down. And most guys with ulterior motives don't have time to wait. See what I'm saying? And so that's when you understand that, and don't get offended by that. Guys don't allow people's insecurities, don't allow another person's insecurities, and in them walking away cause you to become insecure. Don't embody rejection because of God's protection. And it's crazy how people will feel more rejected than they do protected. We got to look at the other side of the spectrum, that thank God that I am protected. We all have to change our perspectives and say, if it's not time yet, then God must be protecting me. If it's not time yet, I must be protected, right? I must be protected if it's not time yet. And you got to embrace the idea that you're being protected by God, then allowing the enemy to have you to embody mentally that you're being rejected. You're not being rejected, you're being protected. And when you know that these guys can't handle it because they know, hey man, she ain't gonna do what it whoop de whoop. She ain't gonna do that, right? So let them be turned off. Also, would it be better to date someone who's also in ministry too? It's just better to be with the one God has for you. You'll be surprised who's the glove to your hand, or the hand to your glove. You'll be very surprised this type of skill sets that are needed for your ministry. And the man that God has for you is going to fit that particularly. Like, many people look at my wife and be like, well, your wife don't seem like she's in ministry. Y'all don't know what she do privately. That woman prays 3 times a day. That woman fasts. That woman her ministry is prophetic. Like my wife can interpret dreams like that. Like because people see my dream and see my ministry, they think that a woman's supposed to match it at that level. Like she's supposed to be on YouTube with me. No, what she does is the behind the scenes that supports me when I'm on scene. All right. So imagine if I had a wife that was just like me. Who would be praying for me? Who would be praying for her if we're both doing the same thing at a high level? There has to be a person that brings that balance, especially in ministry. And you'll be surprised. I didn't know that my wife was going to be an English major and help me with my books and help me with all of my endeavors. It's crazy. That's why you have to wait for God, because young in ministry, you'll think they got to do exactly what I do. Man, y'all be like LeBron James said, top heavy as you know what. So you got all these superstars, but no supporting cast. And so I hope that answered your question, family. Don't be weary in well doing, for in due season you'll reap if you faint not. And embrace your singleness. Just practice being a wife to you, not to yourself, but you know what I mean. Just keep working, just keep fighting a good fight of faith, my friend, and you're gonna be all right. But hey, if you called to ministry, that's just what comes with it, family, and it is what it is. Many are called, but few are chosen. God showed up at my door. No, you chosen, son. Other people call. Hey, yo, you want to answer this call? All right, cool. Click. But nah, he showed up. Josh, come on, man. You chosen, fam. Let's do this. Saying what it is. Oh, y'all talking to each other? Okay, let me scroll back up. Great question. I get a lot of messages like that in my inbox. You got a skin routine, looks nice. And listen, water, alkaline water. What else did I do to keep I don't know, man. I just drink a lot of water, alkaline water. What else did I do? That's pretty much it. Just drink a lot of water.